Oh shoot! Oh, let me tighten that up while I'm making the video. No, I'm not gonna edit it out because that's just who I am, right? What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? I'm working on a painting, and you know what? It's gonna help me get my thoughts out properly and clearly. So I'm probably not gonna look up at you too often. If that's something that bothers you, then see you later. Have a nice day, and I hope your sandwiches are plentiful and super yummy. My buddy PK, I can never remember what his new. He's changed the channel name so many times, but you should know who he is. He's in the same circles as I am for the most part, you know. Uploaded a video today talking about the Atari 2600 Plus being meh, you know, and I agree with him. I don't even have one, and I totally agree with it. I believe it's a viable product. I think it deserves to exist. As far as the updates and everything, I mean, it's kind of like games and shit, you know? It's like, why release a product that's not finished? Well, because we want to get it out now, get it out now, we'll just fix it later. And I can't stand that mentality, but that's corporate bullshit. That's corporate bullshit. And a lot of the issues people are having with their 2600 Plus are about the same as the Retron 77. In fact, I would almost say the Retron 77 came out of the gate in a worse situation. I have a playlist on it, and believe me, it fucked me up for a little bit. People made fun of me, like, why does it bother you this much? And I'm like, because this was an easy way to move the idea of this onto the next generation. We'll just bring out your old consoles. Well, most teenagers, at least mine, will see the Atari 2600 and be like, that's fucking grandpa. That's grandpa tech. But I get this new HDMI thing, and all of a sudden it becomes a shiny new product. And I made a video. My daughter, she played, I believe it was Asteroids with me. I think it was Asteroids. And she had a blast. And now they play all the time. They play all the time. So I got a little emotional about that when it wasn't working. And then one day it just fucking did. I never updated it. It just did. So as far as the issues with it, yeah, no, I totally agree. I totally agree. See whatever you want about Atari, and I used to say it all the time. It's just a bunch of dudes with a name. No, you know, I think they're becoming their own thing. I think they're becoming another iteration of Atari. They're actually a company producing product that's not bad. It's not bad. I'm actually super excited by their progress. I really am, and I can't wait to see what comes out next. PK said there might be a handheld coming out. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's not like I don't have enough, flashback handhelds for the Atari, but I think it's really cool what Atari's been doing. So as far as the console being meh, I mean, that's all it could be. I see a lot of negative about this thing, and people are like, who is this for? Why was this made? It's just like, I fucking hate questions like that. Those are ignorant questions. Who asked for this? Most products no one asks for. Someone comes up with an idea, and they market it, and it either flourishes or it doesn't flourish, There's been cats like me for decades. There are probably a gajillion videos on my channel alone, literally exactly 1 gajillion on this one topic. You got all those Hyperkin 3-in-1 systems, and then you got that giant one that played all the systems. I don't even remember what it was called. And I was like, where's our love? Where's the pre-NES love? And we're finally getting what we want, and we're fucking complaining about it. Yeah, there are problems out of the gate, and again, I say they should have waited. But you know what? If you don't want to buy one, don't buy one. It's really that simple. If you got a Retron 77, you pretty much got the same thing. But as to a guy like you and me who's watching this video, chances are we're really into this stuff still. But the average consumer is not. And it's nice to have a little nostalgic box that looks like your childhood. It feels like your childhood. Does it work like your childhood? Probably not. But it's good enough for the average consumer. And let's face it, most of us are just going to put it on the shelf. Or it's going to be just that little thing. So, like he said, I don't put wear and tear on my OG hardware, which is why my Heavy Sixer stays right here until this Atari 2600 Lego thing gets done, and I'm going to replace it with that and make a whole new setup. Hopefully I'll be getting rid of my girl's books and crap. That looks like garbage, but I don't care. I don't care, to be honest with you. So as far as the console being meh, it's cool. I'm good with it. I'll eventually get one. I'll eventually get one because me, you know. I just think it's great that we have, and it's not tiny. It's half scale, which I think is perfect. So, getting that out of the way, I want to talk about the cartridge that it comes with. And he was talking about the dip switches. And I've seen a couple of other people talk about this. Actually, quite a few talk about this. Maybe not as their main subject, but primarily it's the dip switches that really bothers them. If you've been in the Atari world as long as I have, and I know a lot of you had the console when you were young, but I'm talking deep dive. I'm talking about imports and shit. The dip switch thing is extremely common. It's extremely common in that for multi-carts. Sure, there are some that don't have it. I don't know how they got away with doing that. But here's my point of view, and these aren't facts. This is just more my speculation on the thing. And I'm fairly confident that I'm at least 90% there. That cartridge is being sold separately as well. Nope, editing Chris here. I did look on the website. It is not, at least right now, as I'm editing, not for sale separately. So some of the stuff I'm going to say here is not going to make any sense. I'm going to leave it in anyway. Now, back to 20 minutes ago me. Which means if you don't have the 2600 Plus, chances are you're going to be using a Retron 77 or that sexy little girl right there. Love you, sweetie. That technology can't handle menus and shit like that. It's amazing what some people were able to do. But if you took a cartridge and put a bunch of games on it without specific technology to tell the machine to do the thing, you gotta understand the cartridges were the brain. This was just kind of a vessel. The Atari 2600 was a vessel. It was barely anything. It was just enough to read the cartridges. The cartridges had the information. I'm not talking about just the game. I'm talking about the whole thing. It was the brain. Okay? So, if you were to take a multi-cart without the dip switch technology and all that crap and put it into this little girl here, it wouldn't work properly. It doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know how to read it properly. The Harmony cart, Chris. Well, let me tell you something about the Harmony cart. It costs a lot of fucking money, doesn't it? How much does the Atari 10-in-1, whatever it is, cart cost? $30? Again, I haven't looked into this. Maybe I'll put up whatever corrections, or maybe I won't. But it costs $30. Can you imagine them putting those same games on a cartridge, getting rid of the dip switches, and then installing the technology? It's about the physical technology. They can do it. They can absolutely do it. And if you're willing to spend $100 for 10 games, although there are people willing to spend $100 on one game so they can have that Atari 50, that was ridiculous. I can't see any justification aside from you just have the expendable income. You know, and if you do, good for you. I'm glad you're winning the race. Honestly, I really do. I don't mean that facetiously at all. But my opinion and my speculation is it has those dip switches because the technology would be too expensive to make the cartridge just as is. You know what I'm saying? The average person, I don't even think a collector, except for those lucky fucks that seem to be winning in life, would dare to put that money down for 10 common games. You know? And they're not all even the greatest. You got Yaz Revenge, amazing game, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So the dip switches are kind of a necessary evil, unfortunately. And if you do search, you can find tons of cartridges with dip switches. But regardless, what a great video. I love the fact that he had this clickbait thumbnail. And he was actually pretty level-headed. And we need more of that. PK. I don't know why I just whistled. I'm in a weird mood today. It was great to see, not the, this is garbage and all that crap, or this is amazing. It was nice to see someone say, you know, I have it, I'm going to use it, but, you know, it is what it is. I think it's just a pretty shelf dust collector. And for the few of us that really just wanted something convenient to hook up to a modern television, it's an option. And what's wrong with having options? But I think the dip switch technology nonsense, as far as people being annoyed by it, it can be frustrating. I get it. You got to pull the thing out and play the, you know. But you know what? How long does that really take? Come on, quit being lazy. Quit being entitled, if you will. Put a little effort into something, for fuck's sake. You know. I'm actually working on a video right now that lazy is winning, and it's got to do with physical media, and I may or may not upload it. I don't know. I haven't made it yet, so I don't know how angry or not angry or how much sense I'll even make, because I don't make a lot of sense, do I? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But PK, first of all, great video. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's it. We're gonna end it now, guys. Thumbs up. Fuck you. I'm not wearing my brace today because I refuse to. I got this hump right here where it keeps wanting to pop out. I'm home from work. That's it. But go ahead and leave your feedback. It's all positive to me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. PK, thank you for the video. I appreciate that as well. And I appreciate you listening to me and maybe expanding on the conversation. That's an idea, right? Expanding a conversation instead of being a knucklehead. Fucking people. But guys, wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing well. Until next time, take care. Creep it real.